The Yellow River ran heavy with rain. Herbois, river god, refused to allow Ares to cross as long as the demon Izanami was with him. She urged the god of war to let her slaughter Herbois. But Ares spied rain clouds in the distant mountains. Those waters fed the valleys.
Just
and
broke up
shaped
with
the
my
great
girlfriend.
river,
Time to watch you
a river the
evolve.
mortals needed to survive. With Chalk's axe in hand, Ares threatened to banish the rain, dry the river, and starve the mortals, lest Herbois let them cross. To save the mortals, Herbois let them pass. Snarling and spitting, Izanami pressed Ares to slay the river god. Tempted by the whispers of the demon, Ares broke his word. Using Chalk's axe, he cut away the clouds. The Yellow River would dry, the mortals would perish, and no one would ever remember the river god, Herbois.
Welcome to Patch Note Show 420.
Bro, what's up?
What are you wearing?
It's just my shirt, man.
What? Why is it so smoky in here?
Don't worry, don't freak out, man. Don't freak out.
What do you mean freak out?
Just chill. Just take a few deep breaths. It'll be all right.
Deep breaths.
Deep breaths. That's it. See, that's better, man.
Whoa!
Much better.
Woo,
Feeling
sorry
good?
I've been gone.
Yeah.
I just got back
Yeah.
from a training
How you guys doing?
exercise.
Welcome to Patch for. Oh, I said that already. 420.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
live.
We're live.
Okay. Let's start this up.
I think we have some things to show.
Alquang, Sand Viper,
What just happened?
is coming at you this patch. Let's take a look. Maybe.
No, it's okay if we don't. Oh, there it is.
Dude, he looks cool.
Yeah, dude. Badass.
Bro. Okay, not only him, we got a Neef Skin Mystic Defender. Why would we call it Mystic Defender? Does she
she's the-
defend the mist?
The Mystic.
The Mystic?
Yeah.
What is the
I don't know if I
Mystic?
can handle this right now.
I don't know. It's whatever you want it to be, man.
Whoa, that was deep.
Yeah, man.
SWC 2018 Queen Afro.
So they took patch
You okay?
420
Yeah, dude. I'm just
and made it into a hippie patch
enjoying the view.
without there being any hippie gods.
You
I'm
got
a
the
little
giggles
confused.
too, I see. Next up, SWC 2018 King Thor with Hammer Thrust. Yes, we'll get to
wow.
the Hammer Thrust bit a little bit later. And then there's Convention 2018 Kernanos. Bro, all these 2018 skins. It's only
Yeah.
2017.
It's for stuff that we have coming up. It's for the future, man.
But how can we have it now if it's in the future?
Because why wait? And you can have it now, but it's in the future too.
That sounds super chill.
Super chill.
Speaking of super chill, Bacchus. Hey, he's cosplaying me.
Yeah, dude.
There it is.
You have your
That's cool.
SWC cosplay.
Herbalife.
laid
Hell
out for you,
yeah.
man.
Okay.
Gotta get a
we got any
guitar.
more skins?
I think we have maybe a mastery or two.
Pixel Rush. Hebo.
Oh yeah, there's that. one.
Oh, that's a cool skin.
He's like Freya and a Void Hebo mixed.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
lots of pixels.
And then Hebo Mastery skin too. It's about time.
Yeah, he's gonna look pretty cool.
I could do with some water.
I don't think we have any.
Okay. Let's do this seriously for a moment.
A little bit.
Just a touch. Let's go into balance for the week. Items and balance for you kids at home. We'll start off with miscellaneous. First of all, we're going to talk about a lot of graphics have been updated for item icons.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. We
don't have the whole list because the list is insane.
Yeah, the list is really large. It's like, what, 15 or 20 icons, but like Deathbringer Malice is one of them, Bancross is another, and then basically every boot, except I think Physical Talarias, Physical Travelers, is updated.
So it's new icons. They kind of reflect the same colors of their trees and things like that, so they all mesh and match a little bit better. On top of that, we fixed and enabled random announcer pack and loading screen skin options in the profile loadout.
Yeah, they weren't working, or you couldn't do that before, and so now you can.
Cool. Groovy. Next up, fix spectate, sometimes not showing proper accolade kill streak objective kill notification messages.
Yep, you can now see them. It's a big quality of life for anyone who uses Spectator.
That got me high on life, that one, that's for sure, as a commentator. Fixed Odyssey Chapter 3 video has no button to play the video in Portuguese.
Yeah, if you tried to hit the play button, it just wouldn't work.
Bro, I really could care less about all these
changes. That for you. And finally, fixed 3v3 practice Ice Bull Demon. Sorry, practice Ice. I don't know if I said that. Practice Bull Demon King. I really need my glasses. These do not work. Practice Bull Demon King texture.
Yeah, it was glowing like it was CC immune.
Yeah.
Just all the time.
Yeah.
It's fixed.
I'm really glad we put that in the patch note show, bro. Good
Gotta
call.
go over all the small details.
Really had to be in there. On to general god bug fixes. The first one on here says, all gods that use a controlled dash, such as Vermana's Clear the Path or Kazumbo's Sumo Slam, should always cleanse roots on cast.
Yep.
But can be affected by roots during their charge unless their abilities state that they are root immune while dashing. The following gods had their dash adjusted to be consistent with this rule. For example, Geb's Rollout, Sun Wukong 72 Transformation Tiger Form, Erlang Shen's 72 Transformation Mink Form, Erlang Shen's 72 Transformation Turtle Form, and the Nene Kappa's Sumo Slam, also known as Kuzumbo.
Yes, and you'll notice that like the Sun Wukong other 72
Bro, why does the lighting
there,
keep changing? I don't like it.
They have specific texts that show that they're root immune, so they're exceptions to this rule because they're specifically said that they're root immune.
Okay. Next up on to more bubble pickers, Kamazots. Vampire bats with updated description to indicate that large jungle monsters can be marked rather than just buff monsters. And large jungle monsters include all droppable buff holders, large fire elementals, and oracle hoppers.
Yeah, so red, speed, blue, purple, oracles, and the big fire elemental. This was unclear before, and there's a certain reason we have to make this text very clear, is because we have something coming in later in the patch note show that uses
they're changing Kamazots.
Also updated
Let's go,
1,
baby.
3, and 4 descriptions to reflect the balance changes that I guess were put in last patch.
Yes, we changed the rage gains a bit. The tooltips and descriptions weren't there fully updated, so they're now updated.
Cool.
What's up, Nips? What a mace. Okay. What a booty.
Take this one from you.
Thanks, bro. Dodgy. Dodgy pillar doesn't appear if out of sight far enough away, so the Paolo.
Yeah, so if her ultimate, you were too far away, you can't see it. And now it's fixed.
Groovy. Kumbhakana, Mighty On fixed an issue where cleansing the movement speed slow from Mighty On would also cleanse the attack speed slow.
Yep, it's been fixed.
I look really good in this outfit, I'm not going to lie.
Dude, imagine if Hindu had that hair.
You should actually go that style.
Let me know if you like it. I might just stick with this, honestly, and then I could just be baked and no one would know the difference, right? Reijin. Fixed Reijin War Chief skin, basic attack FX size.
Yeah, it was... We made a point that Raijin's auto attack size is larger. That skin didn't reflect that.
Bro, I haven't heard someone say baked.
And Vermana, Umbrella Rang. Fix an issue where cleansing the movement speed slow from Umbrella Rang would also cleanse the attack speed slow.
Same thing as Kumbhakarna. They should be separate, and so now if you get movement speed immunity, you don't get attack speed immunity along with it.
Okay, next up then we move on to actual item balance this week. This will be the patch that Super Regionals is played on for all you kids at home as well, so listen close. And best of luck to you all at Super Regionals. If you didn't make it, get
Fuck
good.
you, Hindu.
Soul Eater, 2,400 gold.
Bad vibes.
It's a new item. No, I'm just being honest, man. Like, I'm just in that state. I'm in that zen.
That works.
2,400 gold is what Soul Eater is going to cost, and it's going to have 30 physical power, 10% lifesteal, physical lifesteal, to be clear, 10% cooldown reduction, and the passive. Each time enemy dies near you, anything each time anything dies near you, you gain a stack. Gods, large jungle monsters, and jungle bosses provide 5 stacks. At 100 stacks, Soul Eater evolves, gaining plus 20 physical power and allowing your abilities to heal you for 10% of the damage dealt.
Yeah, so it's a very kind of ability, physical ability focused sustainer.
You don't need to kill anything.
Oh, this
You're
sounds
just
awesome.
gonna be near it when it dies.
I don't know
Soul
the
Eater doesn't
math
really
there,
care
but that
what
sounds
eats.
fucking
A friendly guy
sick.
can die near you, and you'll get 5 stacks.
That's
Oh,
Minions can die near
baby.
you,
So you
get
can watch your
stacks.
team feed and
I'm
still
gonna
get
fuck around with that
stronger.
item tonight
it's
for
fine.
sure.
Cool.
Whatever
Doesn't matter
PCS
what's
goes up.
happening around you. And the big focus here is Soul Eater kind of struggled to have its own identity. It switched between being this kind of warrior bruiser item, or this attack speed lifesteal item, or this multi-proc sustain item, and it could be used by multiple classes in various different ways that kind of broke it. And so it always kind of struggled to find its place in like a stable meta. This one is
Dude, Soul Eater with Glad Shield on a warrior? What the fuck?
And making it so that they have a new sustain path. Because they didn't really have an item that allowed them to do that. Ability users didn't benefit from physical lifesteal. The other things like Gladiator Shield were more tanky options. They weren't really offensive. And so this gives the kind of physical carries or the physical assassins an option to have to get sustain.
Okay, next up on the item list, Bound Gauntlet. We've removed plus 10% crowd control reduction and added 15 physical power.
Yeah, it's the build into
into
Soul
the
Eater.
gloves. Into the Soul Eater, yeah.
Makes sense. Thorns upgrade. You all ready?
Yeah, are we ready for
nerfing
the
it.
reveal of the change?
Yeah. It's going to be
Nothing.
decreased duration from 8 seconds to 5 seconds on the upgrade.
Yep. So the upgrade, Thorns overall is something that we like in the game because
what?
it allows
So what's the
users
base
to make
do?
these very clear choices where they are countering a certain thing. They're countering sustained damage against them from like hunters or even like mages. And so you're risking your own health and your own ability to.
So what does the upgrade do?
Relics to get this effect. But at 8 seconds, it was a very long duration to play around, and it kind of crossed into this unfun territory. And so we're reducing that down to 5 seconds. Overall, players should still feel good about building this. It's still a very strong counter. You can upgrade it if they're building too much lifesteal to shut them out.
Oh, it cancels the lifesteal if you
upgrade now.
upgrade now.
Change
Okay.
kind of paired with hunters because this item did really limit hunter strength in a lot of ways. We have another change to one of the core hunter items to also address their strength at the same time.
So
Wait.
Executioner is that change, and Executioner is going to have a cost increase from 2,250 gold to 2,350 gold, so an additional 100 gold
Let's
on
go,
there.
Hunters. You lost
That's gonna
100
like
gold,
a weight
bitches.
of one versus weight of another.
Yeah, and Executioner is really specific because it kind of works in all the hunter builds. You can go the kind of like on-hit chins build. You can go the crit build. You can go
the pen build.
Yeah, you can go almost all the builds, and they all include Executioner. And so this kind of core item, and the same that Iqval kind of had before, was just making hunters a bit too efficient overall when getting their power curve.
Okay.
So making it a little bit more costly makes it so that those builds
Yeah,
are
the smoke is
more
definitely an overlay. It's the same
That's
pattern
all
over and
the
over
item
again.
change to this patch. Should we move on to god changes?
That's it?
Yeah, god changes.
Cool. There's quite a few this week, actually.
We have some interesting ones.
Buff Mercury.
The first one on the list. Here's a little look at that. Heavenly Reflection decreased cooldown from 14 seconds to 12 seconds, and the mana cost has come down from 70 to 90. It's now going to be 60 to 80.
Okay.
What's the reason for this?
Because
So
I'm gonna
first
get
off,
played, bitch.
all our dev commentaries this patch have a bit more text to them.
Okay.
They're going to be a bit longer reads than you're used to, but they kind of go into detail of why a lot of these gods are getting the changes that they're getting.
Gotcha.
Kind of the perspective we're coming from, the specific goals they have. We saw.
To explain in more detail,
yeah,
basically.
We got a lot of feedback that people wanted to know a bit more of the reasoning, and so they've also responded really positively whenever we talked about it. The 419 Reijin changes, they were definitely discussed really heavily. We kind of put our side out there.
Okay.
People were able to discuss it in a more efficient manner, so we want to enable that more. So dev commentaries will be more in depth overall. And for Amateras, she was just a character, a warrior that was struggling. She'd been kind of out of the meta for a while. Even when other warriors started getting pushed out from Death Toll changes or meta shifts, she never really came back into it, and she's just struggled overall at kind of all skill levels. And so this change is very targeted towards helping her get better wave clear, better consistent pressure, get her damage mitigation up more often, make it so she can cast it more often. And the other big thing is, because when you charge it, it doesn't go on cooldown until you fire. It could be as long as a 19-second cooldown in certain circumstances.
That makes sense. That's actually a good point.
It's really just
I didn't think about that.
the cooldown, so that extreme like
Pork
we have to
Choppery,
keep
thank
it
you
on
for the
the whole
sub.
time, doesn't
Let me
keep
see
it
what
out
else
of
I
your,
missed.
kind of
I missed
toolbox
some other
for
ones a
Iqval.
minute ago.
You realize that everyone watching at home doesn't take you
Bryce, thank
serious
you
with
for the
that
10
wig on, by
months.
the way.
Benji,
I mean,
thank you
it's
for the
fine.
21 months.
Okay, I
Welcome
just
back.
wanted to make sure
Base,
you-
thank you
you're
for the
clear on
13
I
months.
feel good about myself.
Appreciate it,
I have
guys.
good vibes about myself.
Good vibrations.
Good vibrations.
RTO. Small change here. It's going to be general change there. Decreased base health per level from 100 to 95.
Yep,
There
she
you
had
go.
One of the highest base
no
healths on our Guardians. She was
per level or just base?
In the game.
Base was really high and per level was really high. She ended up tying. She was only second to Ymir.
Okay.
She tied everyone else that was basically second to Ymir. And for a character that has that much kind of brawling potential and that much self-healing, she.
Bro, why does he have his paper rolled up into like
really hard
a
to kill. She
imaginary
could store that extra healing in that extra health pool. She
Anyone
could
want to
dive in with
explain that
ultimate
to me?
safely and use her control really effectively. So now she's going to be a bit riskier when she goes into full situations. And also, she's just this character that, after we've nerfed her a few times, she's really close, and so we didn't want to pair any other kind of nerf with this. This should affect her overall because she's going to just be harder to kill, and players have to build more accordingly to how they want to play. They have to really commit to this damage build, or they have to really commit to the tank build now. And so we're going to see how this plays out before looking at it further.
I mean, I know it's because of 420. Like,
someone we're
why?
not seeing too much of in a while. Guan Yu, it's going to be mana per level increase from 32 to 35.
Oh,
But not only that, we're also going to be looking at conviction. The cost for mana for this ability is going to come down. It used to
Also
be 60
not
to
crazy.
80. It's now going to be 60 at all ranks. So everything outside of level 1 buff to that ability.
And so Guan Yu's kind of a similar story to Madaras, where he's this kind of warrior that got kind of pushed out by the meta, didn't really come back in too much after that. Things changed a bit. We nerfed Death's Toll, we nerfed a whole bunch of other things. And so we really wanted this patch to highlight one of his unique aspects as a warrior, which is his healing. He's one of the very few warriors that have healing, especially healing for his team. And so by making that on a lower cooldown or on a lower cost and raising his overall mana cost, he can actually use that more in the team fight.
Wait, did Hindu hand his
cooldowns
I didn't even know this.
and play the style of constantly poking, engaging, and staying, enabling his team to stay in a fight, enabling himself to stay in a fight.
Next on the list is Izanami. She got a bit of love recently, but we're going to tone a little bit here and there back. We're fade away, first of all. Reduced the stealth, I guess, of this from 4 to 6 seconds. It's now going to be 3 to 5 seconds. And on top of that, Dark Portal is going to get a little look at that too. Dark Portal reducing the damage from this base level from 250 to 650 is now going to be 220 to 620. And also the power scaling of this is going to come down from 130%
That's actually
to 100%. But not only that, the silence of this ability is also going to change slightly. It was 1.5 to 2.5. It's now going to be 1.5 to 2.1.
Bro, she was buffed for 2 weeks.
That's a lot of text.
She had a 2-week buff period and then got nerfed.
419, we did a lot of things to address quality of life issues and playstyle things. One of the big ones that we did was we allowed her ultimate to be more reliable by making it cast quicker.
Faster,
and by also allowing her to use her escape.
That's a lot of damage Izanami just lost.
And those two things combined
and
pushed
silence
Izanami,
time.
who was a pretty good hunter, to basically top in her class.
Okay.
And so we're pairing these nerfs with that change. They're still good changes. They help Izanami players feel like they're not kind of bogged down by their kit. They actually feel like they can use their kit in reasonable ways. But with that reliability comes that 130%.
I don't know why they wouldn't hit the 2, considering Izanami can full clear with autos and 2 away at level 1.
Like a hardcore dash or leap.
Next up is Kumbhakana. He's going to get a small change this patch. His uppercut, his ultimate, is going to come down in terms of
it's
CD.
not.
It's going to be from 90. It was 90 to 70. It's now going to be 75.
Better early,
so,
worse late.
We really want to highlight Kumbhakana's strengths as a guardian. He's this very aggressive oriented guardian that likes to get into the middle of the fight, mez everyone, and then knock up a single target and say, this is the target I want to go for. And so we want to enable that playstyle earlier in the game by reducing the cooldown so that he can actually use
Everyone
it more
picks Goomba in my ranked games and trolls me.
And just kind of cement his identity as this character that you basically use. You're giving me 2 of these to hold now, I'm just going to be waving them.
You're going to have to pass them around later.
Yeah, I guess I will pass them around later. But Kumba.
Yeah.
He see, now you've just thrown me all off.
So I'm just sleepy like Kumba. I thought about Kumba and got sleepy.
He is just someone that he was struggling.
We buff Kumba.
He was struggling. This now helps him use his ultimate, which is kind of his identity a lot better. We also paired this with a whole bunch of effects increases for the audio, the audio effects. So now it's louder. You can hear it when it happens more regularly.
That's cool.
The little like bump was really hard to hear over the chaos of a fight that can erupt. And so now you can actually hear it, so your team has a better chance to react to it properly, rather than like maybe wasting ability on someone that's about to go into the air.
Poseidon. Poseidon's going to get quite a few changes this patch as well. I'm going to start by reading them out, and then, or do you want to explain them first?
For the Poseidon ones?
Well, we start trying to leave that up. Do you want to just explain why we're doing this stuff?
So Poseidon he's also struggled as a mage for a while.
Sure.
He's been kind of in the lower end of the class. He is someone that we nerfed a while back, specifically in regards to his mobility. And that was kind of like where people found him in the meta, was he could rotate very effectively, very quickly.
Bro, Poseidon's about to be
we're bringing some of those nerfs
fucking
back.
god,
We're toning back
like
down
a real
the
god.
nerfs where we
Not a
reduced his
Smite
trident
god.
speed and his passive speed. So we're bringing some of that back. And then the second change is we're making the Kraken deal damage equal in both the center ring and the outer ring. Before it was about like a 65-35 split on the damage. So the center ring did the most damage, the outer ring did the least damage. And if the target was in the center, they get hit by both of the whole 100% damage. We're now making it perfectly 50-50. So what this means is, on a single target, this is basically unchanged. It does a little bit more damage to make the math work out, but it's basically unchanged.
Oh, okay,
but
only a little bit.
Only a little bit.
Only
People that are around the target that you hit in the center, or they escape the center right before it went off, you're going to be dealing more damage to them. And this is largely just to make it more consistent.
He said full damage in the whole circle. That's not what he meant.
Damage to team fight.
It's 50 outside, 50 middle, 100 or 100 in the
from
middle.
5 to 25 is now going to be 10 to 30. Kraken can now be deployed on top of player-made walls now, just so you guys know,
finally.
such as Thor wall and the likes. We've also increased the damage from 170 to 270, plus 30% magical scaling. It's now going to... So that's the amount it's going to?
It.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then decrease the damage on the center from 80 to 340. To 175 to 350.
They nerfed the center damage,
and the magical power
but made it
both of those have come
better
down
for
as well.
plebs who can't hit the middle.
The outside's
outside's gone up,
but the inside's come down.
But overall, it's all
If
lower.
you're playing Poseidon, the only thing you should really notice is your center does about the same damage, and the outer rings do more damage.
Cool. So a more reliable, huge Kraken of Death.
Yep, that's what those numbers mean.
Bonuses. And after that, total is exactly the same as before, but outer area does more damage than before.
Done deal.
Reijin.
I don't know why they would nerf the alt on Kraken.
Reijin's been fun in games for a little while. By a little while, a very short while, but he's going to have a little look at this patch. Because of Storm, we're going to be reducing the radius of projectiles from 6 units to 4.5 units. And we've also updated the targeted visual effects to better convey the overlapping area for the projectiles on the double shot. Also, Raiju. Players hit by Raiju will now have the hit visual effects travel to their god more quickly. We've also fixed an issue where the ground hit visual effects for Raiju would not display when a target was successfully hit. And finally, we've also fixed an issue where all targets inside Raiju's targeter would be highlighted rather than just the target closest to the center.
Yes, so Reijin had a few changes in 4.19 that were largely regarded...
He did?
Yes.
No.
They were largely to help fix some inconsistent things we had. The targeter was kind of this weird shape. It scaled. It didn't match the actual targeter that existed.
Sure.
It was hitting
Legend's broken. That's all you need to say.
Like when you first cast, it was only 0.5. When the targeter showed like 3 to 4.5. And so when we made those changes to help improve his overall clarity, we went with keeping it 6 radius because that's what it was hitting at the max range. See how that kind of impacted his performance when we actually made it 6 at all, no matter how close or far it was. Make it 6. That's a bit too strong, too good, and that's being toned down to 4.5.
Who would have guessed?
So, but it was good to see that because if we did like half buffs, half nerfs, it would have been unclear where the strengths that he got came from, where the things that ended up pulling him back kind of changed things. So getting that feedback was really important. And the second thing is, last patch we had Raiju changes. We cut those before we went live because we didn't feel it actually solved the core issue, which is you can't really tell when you're getting hit by Raiju very effectively. You'll get hit by it, then you won't know if you're hit by it, and it'll travel to you, and it wasn't clear. And so that
you can
was the
tell when
changes
it's going
directly
to you.
responsible for making sure that you can actually now see it. When it hits you, there's now going to be a ground effect that displays the circle radius so that you know you were standing in the circle when it landed. Raiju will travel to you quicker, so you have less downtime of wondering if you actually got hit or not. And those things will help him overall feel better. So those are the kind of performance things we want to get in last patch. We've now got in this patch.
I'm really glad I gave him these, by the way, because he's just there the whole time.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what to do with my hands normally, and you've given me something to do with my hands.
I know, I did it on purpose, and I thought you get thrown off by it. Finally, Zeus is the last god getting changed this patch. Aegis Assault. This AoE pulse will now be triggered when the Aegis is hit by Zeus's chain lightning.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Every time?
No, just the first time.
Just once.
Okay.
So if you
we were gonna have
a burst.
I needed some more. I was gonna say.
So if you chain lightning, it bounces to a target. Chain lightning.
So just
back.
once.
It's only the first time.
Okay.
And this is largely to help him with. At the beginning of season 4, he was doing pretty well. We ended up lowering his overall clear strength, which helped him be a little bit more reasonable to fight, but it actually pushed him out really heavily because players discovered a way to fight him, which was when he throws it out, just stand in it at level 1, and the minions are going to charge at you.
Sure.
And then at level 2, you weren't able to augment your clear in any meaningful way, and so that kind of limited Zeus's ability to clear very quickly, or clear even against other mages who have generally poor clear. And so this change makes it so at level 2, you can throw that out, immediately follow the chain lightning. You're going to get 2 guaranteed pulses from your auto attack and your chain lightning. That helps him actually play. If you want to play that style where you walk into the shield to get the minions to chase Zeus, you're going to be a bit more at risk for it than you currently are now, which is a clever playstyle, but it should have some counterplay for Zeus. He shouldn't feel so defeated by it. And then the other change we have is to help with his late game scaling.
And this is actually chain lightning magical power scaling increased from 40% to 50% on the chain lightning.
Yeah, as a mage, he generally had really low scaling in most fight scenarios.
Good for like small fights,
the entire
but
time,
like
he would be comparable to
nothing
mages,
for wave clear or
and he is this
ability,
kind of god where he can like quickly turn a fight with his ultimate
big
early
team
on.
fights.
But his late game scaling was a bit too weak, and so
when does Morgan get picked? Never.
That he is a bit more comparable with other mages, even on the lower end of the scaling spectrum.
Okay, so that's it for all the gods this week. Do you have any final shouts before you go on and do skins?
No, I think everything's pretty cool. Bacchus is super chill. Excited to show it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, Pon. With that, I'm going to head over to the community team who are standing by, at least 2 members of the community team. It's high-res David and Stealth. Is it Stealth or is it Brett? What are you doing now?
You know, it's Brett, it's high-res Stealth, it's MLC Stealth. I need to come up with...
What happened with the cannon? High-res the cannon.
I didn't want to be too out there with my high-res name. I thought that would be a little too much, personally.
I'm sure David...
Oh my. We're under... Are we okay? Is everything okay?
I don't know what happened there. I apologize for that. It looks like somebody stepped on my set for a little while, a little bit too early.
Frightening. That was very frightening. I do want to say, Hindu, you look beautiful today. Your hair, I've never seen your hair looking so luscious.
Me neither. In fairness, like, I will say I may go with this style from now on.
Now, unfortunately, I'd like to apologize because we're not as dressed up as you guys are.
Just so you know, Brett, you know when you're talking to the camera, you should look at it and not across the room at somebody else.
Well, I was looking at your luscious, beautiful hair over there.
The fans at home don't know where I am.
They have luscious, beautiful hair too. So when I'm talking about the hair, I just want to look at the person. I'm sorry. I'm not going to look at you anymore.
No, but your hair looks lovely, by the way. So, as does yours, David. You always hide it behind that hat. I don't know why. Anyway, on with the community stuff. David, what have you got for me this week? Something to do with a reaping.
That's right. We are announcing the reaping this week.
I do love a good reaping.
I think you are getting one of your consonants mixed up. It's reaping, not reaming.
I said
Anyway, we are announcing the reaping this week. We've got trick-or-treats, sweet treats, smelly feats, all week.
David's awkward, but he's actually pretty
you've
funny,
also got a special chesting going on this week too?
That's right. We are going to start adding 3 skins to the godlike chests on rotation every month at a very high probability of rolling them, and this month they are Scarlet Dangerfield Neath.
Is that on your finger or is that actually on a piece of paper?
It's on a piece of paper.
Don't give away the Hollywood secrets.
I just wasn't sure. Brett, what is it? Is it actually on a piece of paper or is it on his finger?
You'll never know.
Is it written on
You'll
his
never
hand?
know.
I don't want to get in the middle.
Let me say these skins.
But you are. I mean, you just showed where I am and where he is. So clearly you're in the middle.
I'm technically, literally in the middle of this, but I'd like to metaphorically not get in the middle.
Gosh, okay. Always on the fence, Brett. Always on the fence. Go on, David. Please continue.
And they are Scarlet Dangerfield Neath, Jurassic Camazotz, and High Noon Sylvanas.
Oh, I see what you did there. That was almost funny. Good job. Brett, yes. I heard something about the Ool skin, and you're involved in that, right?
Oh, I am.
Look at the freaking camera. I swear this will be the last time you're ever on the show.
Okay, so we have a Tier 5 Uller skin coming out. It was community suggested, and we need your help coming up with the voice lines for the voice pack. Your help. Not you.
Oh, the camera's help?
The camera's help. We need the camera's help in coming up with the lines for the Tier 5 Uller voice pack.
Oh, we get to design the lines.
I want to see this skin in game because this brawling is pretty.
Smite Reddit, Smite forums, and we made a tweet about it.
Untelling.
Go to any of those social media places.
We did 3 things?
3 things.
Wow.
Go to any of those places.
Stealth is awkward, but he's actually a pretty funny dude.
How to submit your voice packs and voice lines for
now, the only question I've got about that then is if they don't like the voice pack, is that your fault?
Well, it would be their fault.
AJ's nodding.
They're not smart enough to come up with smart lines for the voice pack, so it would be.
Okay, Brett. Well, thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen, or boys, I should say. Take it easy. Have a wonderful rest today. You can follow them both on Twitter.
Stealth's about to never be on this show again.
But back to the desk.
Never again.
Let's get on with it. Back to the desk. I'm joined by.
Okay, if this is gonna eat, I gotta fucking mute him.
I think he was doing.
Bro, if you keep eating in your mic, I'm gonna come down to fucking Georgia and punch you square in your throat.
Yo. Oh man. It's about time you got here, Chuck.
I love the hair.
I swear to God,
Chuck's
I'm gonna turn it off.
That's cool though.
I swear to God.
Oh no, it's French. It's Le Croix. I can't drink Le Croix. I can't drink French stuff.
If one more chip goes in his fucking mouth and he chooses his mouth open, I swear to God,
this morning in the bathroom.
I'm going to fly down to Georgia and I'm gonna walk up to him and karate chop him in the throat.
Email about it.
Oh, they did?
H-mail.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I thought, bitch. Put those chips down, motherfucker.
That's what we call them at High
But we didn't want it, buddy.
Don't worry.
You didn't want it, AJ.
Starting now. Is that what's happening?
Oh, if Chuck does it, I'll do more than karate chop his ass.
Talk about now. I've got to try and focus.
That's better.
Well, you guys, can we stop chewing so
you
loud?
better,
The guys are gonna go
better
mad.
close your fucking mouth, little bitch.
I know you're hungry, but like, jeez.
Oh.
Okay. The reaping we talked about. Where are we up to? I've lost where I am.
The what?
The reaping.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No, I didn't say that. That was David. Reap. It's
Bro,
got
this
P.
dude breathing. You need to work out, Chuck.
SWC loot pack. If you guys at home haven't seen the SWC loot pack yet, well, this is what's going to be involved in it, just so you guys know. Tons of new items, including 4 skins, 3 loadout items, and a divine chest roll. Oh, it's going to be one of those.
Thorskin.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thorskin.
There's a
There is a
Thorskin.
Thorskin. It's one
And
of the
750
foreskins.
fantasy.
One of the foreskins is a Thorskin.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of
One
funny.
day we
Chuck,
will not
you've
laugh that
redeemed
joke.
yourself.
Today is not that
No.
day.
It's only going to cost 1,500 gems. You can purchase it in-game or comes with your Hi-Res Expo ticket when you attend the Coke Theatres at SWC.
Bro, this
if
is
you've
breathing
not
on
heard
the
about that
mic,
too.
dude.
Have a look at the bundle of what you're going to have all inside this. And as I just mentioned about the Coke Theatres, we did it last year for
handle it.
Hi-Res Expo and over in Europe as well for DreamHack Valencia. We'll be doing it again this year, so look out for your local cinemas to do with that. We'll give more information in the future.
I need to
but
get
you'll
like
get to get
40
your
of these digital
SWC
loot packs.
pack there too. Now you can actually see some of these skins in game in a moment.
This is a sick set of skins right here.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the convention one.
The Neath one is
Kirino's,
really hot.
You know,
Well,
color changes still looks
let's-
awesome.
Let's start with Hebo, I guess is the best way to begin. Oh, wait, I've got Hebo first?
Hebo? What are you
Bro,
talking
Chuck
about?
is
Hebo's
hot.
nice.
Look at him, bro.
Ignore me. We'll start
He's,
with
he's like looking
Sam
at his hand
Viper
like, what the
Alcon
fuck
the
is
first one.
this?
That's
Oh,
also
man.
pricey.
We're still going to start with it anyway,
Oh
alright?
no.
Don't come on my show with your Cheetos and stuff thinking you're all cool and groovy.
It's true.
We
Can't
are
be
cool. We
dealing
are
with
cool
it.
though, right?
Yeah.
I'm having technical
If
thing
the sword
here.
doesn't look like shit, this is
You
gonna be
always
good.
have a technical
I
issue.
can- I
can hear you.
I can hear you.
All right.
Can you not
It's
hear
just
us?
the ears,
What's
not the
wrong?
mic.
Why are you holding the wire like
Because if
that?
I move it, man, it stops working.
Okay.
Well, I guess
Well,
she's on there. Let's
So
go
I've
in
been
the game,
waiting for
hopefully
this
shortly.
Ao Kwong skin forever.
Yeah.
Because I'm like double diamond Ao Kwong.
And you designed
needed
this
a
one
fix.
Double? You
Yeah.
double diamond?
specifically.
As in I drew a picture of it with my hand.
But usually you direct other people to
Bro,
draw that.
just go to
Chuck
the
actually was
fucking
like,
skins,
no, I
goddammit.
wanna do this
So
one.
you actually made
You
this
guys
one.
are
make
not
this one.
entertaining
didn't
enough to
make
be doing
it.
what you're doing
I
right
drew
now.
a concept
I'm
picture.
sorry. I'm trying to understand.
God.
Ooh.
That looks
So-
really awesome.
It looks
Baby
a little
Jesus.
smoky in game, I'll say that. There we go.
Even
It's
Al
a-
Kwong's
it's even
enjoying
affecting
the
the
Desert
festivities.
science fiction theme.
So, let's have a... What's the old idea? Desert science fiction theme?
Yeah.
Sandy style?
Sandy.
Like Darude?
Sandstorm.
Oh god, there's so many things happening with my head
It's
right now.
it's a type of effects, visual effects that we hadn't done on, especially not on Al
To be
Kwong.
fair,
So
on
The color's
420
washed
there's
out
gonna
because
be
they
things wrong
added
with
an
your head most of the
overlay
time, I'll let
to
you know.
make
yeah,
it
that's
seem
true.
kinda
Are you
normal,
sure
Chip,
it's
don't
not
worry.
on your head and not the hardware?
Is this your first
So
time,
here's
Chip?
This
the,
is standard
here's
as
the,
fuck.
the teleport dash stealth.
Can we get some game audio as well, please, production?
That'd be sweet.
Unless my headset's also just like,
Production
whoa.
sucks.
I don't hear nothing
yeah,
right now.
I don't either.
Whoosh. But the desert.
We make our own sound effects.
Maybe Twitch hears it though.
Maybe they do. I can
Oh,
hear
wait,
it a
I
little bit
hear it.
now.
Oh, I hear it too.
Pump it up.
Turn it
There
up.
we go.
Turn it up. Oh, that was cool.
Wait, what was that?
Sounded good.
Oh, I thought it was
Sounds
a
like a
song
broken
about to
guitar or
play.
That's like a
something.
timer, kind of. It's got a lot of
So
suspense
then
to
he's
it.
got these
Ooh, look at this
worms.
dragon worm.
right?
Sandworms.
I wouldn't say that necessarily.
Oh, like Tremors worms? Can we say that?
No.
No,
No?
because they're not.
I mean, the Tremors worms technically but had 2 feet as well if you watch Tremors 3. I'm just saying, like...
I have not seen that film.
These
Have you
worms
not
have
tried to
No
It's
one,
great.
no one saw that film.
What?
I
No,
did.
that
Everyone
was an
saw
excellent
Tremors
film.
Tremors
Three.
4 was Tremors 4 was in the
Those are
Cowboy
killing
Wild
me,
West,
dude.
and they
Yeah,
used
I didn't see
a
Tremors 4.
rotating machine gun to clip. Anyway,
Tremors
on
1
with
was the
skin.
best.
Focus.
I'm trying.
So see, he summons these science fiction space worms, and they attack people when he does.
And they're covered in
Pretty
sand. Cool.
Sounds are okay.
Yeah.
And here's his
Three looks
Wildstorm.
cool. I like the
This
3.
Sandy energy blast.
I like
The
that.
big question is, if this is... What's he going to turn into? Like, is he a dragon? A sandy dragon?
Well, we'll see here in a moment, won't we?
We'll need an Odin to take the hit for this one.
Poor Odin.
Don't overkill it, Pawn.
Yeah, Pawn.
What is he doing? Oh, he's gonna slow-mo it too? Oh, pro.
It's not in slow-mo.
He rides
He's a worm. He's a trimmer.
rides the worm.
That creature actually is really scary looking.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, Chuck came up with it, so you know it's gonna be scary.
That's true.
I didn't draw the creature though, but
There you go,
he
Paul.
rides it. It eats the guy.
Oh man.
Oh, he actually
and its
rides it. I
mouth
actually
like
thought he turned
opens
it.
from the
Yeah,
side a little bit too.
Just like
Okay,
the
that's pretty
other
cool.
dragon skin. Yeah.
I
he
can't
rides
see
that
from
too.
here. I don't have real glasses on, so like I can't see that far.
You should have got ones that you get out of the way if you want to or not.
All right.
That's really helpful.
I'm sorry, I'm not playing poker.
We got the voice pack.
Okay, let's listen to the voice pack. Chuck's in charge today. Let's go.
This is Chuck's skin. Just let him have it.
I trust you. Remarkable! I have accomplished much. The dunes have a way of swallowing up the weak.
That's deep.
You are treading on dangerous sand.
It's literally. Is it because it's quicksand?
Here is a joke for you. Why was the sand wet? Because the sea weed.
That was a tease.
Wow.
That's not seaweed.
That's not good.
I may have left the desert,
What is
but
that?
does
Is
not
that
honor
you?
me
Did you do that,
dessert.
Chuck?
No.
What?
That was Tina.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Come to the
wait.
desert. I will surely give you a worm welcome.
That was better.
Worm jokes. We spent a significant amount of time reviewing this one.
Yeah.
I
And
didn't,
you came up
Yeah.
with
you know,
seaweed.
I didn't remember the seaweed.
I don't remember that joke either, actually.
Yeah,
Tina must have slipped that one in under the radar.
Okay,
I think she does
I'm
that.
still so
move on
confused.
to the next skin. Mystic
Tina
Defender
must have
Neath
that one in.
is the next skin to have a little look at. Mystic Defender Neath. Is this one part of the? No, is it? No.
Yeah, bundle.
Is it part of the bundle?
HRX bundle.
It is part of the HRX bundle. There you go.
This
You're
skin
gonna
looks
get
kinda
this. You're gonna
bad.
get the 2 SWC skins and the convention skin,
There you go.
and a bunch of other stuff.
We'll go through them and explain them for you. So Mystical Neath.
Yeah, this one's cool because she's got a very different weapon.
Is it like fairies and stuff? Is that the kind of style of this? From the card art, it makes me think of fairies and stars and
You
intergalactic
seem to be missing
unicorns.
a particular
Rainbows.
cultural phenomenon.
It's a bit
that
more of a
other people are
heroic
familiar
theme.
With.
So,
I mean, I like moons, but I wasn't going to say it because, like, last time I mentioned worms a minute ago or tremors and I got in trouble, so I'm like, I guess I won't do this.
I'm going for like
Yeah,
a.
the skin's actually pretty good in
okay.
game. Not a bad skin.
learned,
A lot. The artwork is
thing
a lot
where
worse
you
than the
have
skins
to-
alone.
Where you
Very
just
rare.
can't tell what you're going to get admonished for.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's a dope skin.
so
That's
she's
a
got
lot.
a
I
magic
like it.
wand. She kind of uses it like a gun, which is pretty
Pew,
sweet.
pew,
I
pew.
like
out of a
her
wand.
accoutrement.
Well, that's sick.
That is one of Chuck's favorite
It
words.
is.
Yes.
I do use that word a lot.
You don't say it as good as him, though.
No, I don't.
Accoutrement.
There you go.
Accoutrement.
That was it.
Is it French? That sounded French.
Why does
That
the
is
one
French.
look
I hate
different?
French.
Man, why you gotta
Whoa.
judge people based on
I mean,
their
listen,
country
chill
of
out.
origin?
I like the French.
I
They're
don't
cool.
have a
They're
choice.
This is a
I like
fucking
French
good
people
skin, dude. They need to
individually,
shut the fuck up and talk about
but I
this
can't
skin
like
because
French.
it's
I'm just
actually really
designed
good.
that way.
Cool. Must be a British thing.
It
Our
is.
marketing leader is French.
Nice try, buddy.
You might want to chill out.
Wee! Oh, look, she gets wings. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll go off screen in a minute and chill out if I can. That sounds like a great idea. But yeah, the wings look cool.
The wings. I didn't notice that before.
What wings?
She gets wings when she backflips.
She gets the
Oh,
stars.
do the black. Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, how would she do a massive backflip like that if she didn't have wings?
Her legs are really strong.
She's got
Like a
springs.
goddess.
Yeah, that could be true.
Godly strong.
I love this butterfly ultimate.
Oh, that's
Factor.
nice. Yeah.
On his bubbles.
I feel like they can do
It's
so
like
much
super
more with this
peaceful while you
ultimate.
snipe
is.
someone from across the map
Yeah.
and kill them and stun them.
Right in the face.
Is that a butterfly?
You know, you've got to be able to fight
Oh,
for
no, it's not.
justice, even if you're inherently peaceful, AJ.
That is true.
Okay, let's listen to the
Really
voice
important.
pack as well, please. Poon Poon.
Woohoo! Woo! You rock! Absolutely sugoi! I am the hero they need! Absolutely sugoi! Absolutely sugoi! I'm a lot stronger than
That's
I look,
annoying.
pal.
Yes, it is.
Behave yourself or I'm coming for your butt.
What?
Wanna hear
Okay.
a joke?
Hello?
Tina, did she sneak another one in?
I had Pon Pon review this one with Tina.
Oh well.
Yes.
Actually,
Oh, Pom
did not
Pom.
review it
You let
myself.
that one through?
He said approved by me.
Approved
See,
by
he
me.
did.
Listen,
All right,
if you're gonna
Pon
pick on
Pon.
a tiny, innocent kitten, you're gonna hear from me. Got it?
See, she's a defender.
She is.
She stands up for
I
those.
don't know. There's defense, and then there's coming for your butt.
Well, she said if you do something bad, then I'm coming for it.
Okay, so it's
all. She's a protector.
It's all levels.
She's a good girl.
it's butt vengeance, is what you're saying.
On to the SWC.
Sometimes it's appropriate.
2018
get me outta here.
Queen Afro skin.
I like this skin.
Oh yeah.
So what's the theme behind this?
The
Obviously,
card
it's
is
2018. It's the convention
It is.
skins that we always like to
we
do.
have,
but
this HRX, style
It's its
of
own theme,
skins.
yeah.
Now it's become a thing.
I like the background.
We do the pale hair and the dark outfit with the gold trim and the blue accents.
It's good.
There was a lot of haters on this one along the way, but
We went through many iterations on exactly how her clothing was going to work.
Okay.
And I'm very happy with the final result. But we
I am
tested
too.
a whole bunch of stuff. She was in like a full wetsuit
Steel
at one
sharpens
point, which
steel.
we were a little like, I don't know about this.
Okay.
And then she was like,
Subs
not wearing
aren't
enough at
showing
one
up.
point, so we found a nice, healthy medium.
it's always an issue with our games where they're wearing too much, right?
Too
These
much.
damn gods.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, that's a good
Let's
skin.
have a
What the
little
This one
fuck?
turned out really cool, though.
Holy shit.
I like the weapon. The
I'm
weapon's
actually
got
surprised that it's
Pretty
so
cool. We got
clean.
a
blue
gold
fire flame.
Usually they like
theme on
overdo the
Aphrodite,
easy stuff,
which
the simple
is-
shit.
Oh, that's true. That's cool.
Are you really silly in Cheetos? You are. They can hear that. They can hear that.
That's the fun part.
No, it's not. I'm gonna fucking
The Doritos were
cunt
even louder.
punch you.
So let's have a look at the abilities then. Auto attacks, first of all. The golden hue.
Mm-hmm. She
A
is the
weekend theme skin because of black and
the
blue.
kisses.
HRX.
I'll take it. But I'm not
What's
gonna
that
be a
symbol
world,
above?
or not gonna be playing a world.
It's a Smite Pro League symbol.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't see it.
Smooch.
Alright, that's pretty
that's
dope.
cool.
Hello.
Alright.
Nice.
Oh,
Get your
Um,
HRX on.
The dubs. Obviously, this will be part of the pack with the Neve skin and a few other skins for 1,500 gems, just so you know, guys. The digital ticket.
Similarly to Amaterasu and
Oh,
Apollo
we should
last
change
year.
the colors
we have
of the
Afro
birdies.
and Thor this year.
I was about to say, I can't remember the other ones previous to that,
That's
but there
what I was
was.
trying to say.
Capri
Who's-
had one,
It's a
right?
dark
Capri was
magician girl.
convention. So we are Kern instead of Capri.
Simple and clean.
We got
That's
Afro
all they have to do
instead
with the
of
high,
Alma.
like the
We got
event
Thor
skins.
instead of Apollo.
There was
There was another one.
And then was Hades came with it last year.
Ares has the Smite
Ares
World
does.
Championship
Yes,
2014.
from the year before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there might even be one in
I
between
think there's
those.
still one more there somewhere, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Pop quiz. Name every skin ever. Check.
And is that all the abilities, Pompon?
Yes.
Then to start the voice pack, my friend.
Woohoo! You rock.
Is it different?
Does it not come with a voice pack?
I don't.
It's the same.
Did
No,
Pompon
there's no
not buy
voice
it?
pack.
Oh, because it's part of the SWC. I'm an idiot.
Yep.
That makes sense. Well, we can move quite quickly
No P.
along then to
No
the
P.
next game, which
No
is
PB.
the SWC 2018 King Thor skin.
Oh yeah. Now this one I'm excited about.
Thor skin, just to double check before everybody
I,
starts again.
I wish we
Yeah.
could keep it together, but even in the earliest meetings, in the highest up in Tyres, someone giggles
Every time.
every time.
Can we give him like a big scarf?
Yes, Chuck. You alone have the power as art director. But we'd rather him look like a badass HRX dude.
Yes,
I
we
mean,
would.
I've really
Oh,
enjoyed
man.
Oh,
using
shit, that's a big-ass hammer.
Amaterasu
This looks awesome.
skin and the
Is it always that fucking
Airy
gigantic?
skin.
Oh, maybe it just looks big because
I
we're zoomed
really
in.
like
The
the
gold
series.
These are the
sheen
even
on
better than
his
last year.
hammer is really neat.
I
Yeah,
love
they
the
let
Well,
you
maybe
around
if
his
it's an
crown.
extra big hammer, I can't
No,
miss the ultimate.
The cape seals the deal, man.
Yeah, capes are baller.
It's got something really special on this too, I heard, but we'll get to that in a
Yes,
minute.
it does.
Let's have a look through the abilities first of all.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
This is a controversial.
Is it controversial?
I don't know.
Let's find
I think
out.
it's just going to be pretty popular.
Hammer.
That looks
That looks the same.
very similar to Thor's regular hammer.
Yeah, there's only specific because he's already has gold
Yeah.
effects, so he's got some specific additions.
I'll still miss it.
skin,
Fuck you.
but
Mostly
you'll see.
subtle. Oh, there's one.
That's cool.
I guess the elf's going to
Spin
do
to
that as
win.
well.
The
Yeah.
It's
ultimate
the same
probably
size
has some of that in
hammer,
it too,
simple
I would guess.
skin. I like the Afro one better.
You're spoil alert.
I think most viewers probably deduced that.
Oh man.
He's like, hey
It's too
guys,
late now.
I'm going
I
to
haven't missed the
ATL.
Smite Worlds yet. Maybe I won't miss an
And
HRX ult.
And I guess if you watched the World Championships, you may have seen this at some point.
What's he doing?
No controversy at all, man.
This was something
Just a
that
regular
Wasn't that Rapper?
just a normal emote.
Okay,
nothing to
that
see
is
here.
awesome,
That we've
dude.
been calling the hammer thrust. There's a specific
We should
pro.
call it the rapper.
Can you run around
Yes.
with that?
Yes, you can.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
No!
Yes.
He's just all he's doing is riding the hammer like one of
that's
those rocking
fucking
horses.
good,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
just
like
a
a witch on a
That's
broomstick.
pretty cool.
yeah, like a
That's all it
western,
is.
like the Wild West.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why is... Okay.
Sounds
So,
perfect.
in celebration of the world
Whoever's
championship,
idea
pro
this
player
was a fucking
made that move,
genius.
and of course, in our HRX skin, why not?
Bro,
come
yeah, I'll
right
spam
down?
that
I'm
instead of taunting,
expecting to
dude.
fight a little bit more.
I'm playing
Rapper,
Thor only. I'm gonna be
rapper.
a new Thor main. I gotta learn it all.
I Rafter.
Now he's going to be able to support
Raptor?
Thor all
Somebody
week.
like
Yeah, he
cleaned
should.
up the hammer after that.
Maybe I'll make him win a tournament now. Next up,
It seems like
after
we're missing some effects
Right
on
in
that
the
crust,
grundle
though.
area.
Foreskin. Maybe.
Did you
but
not-
I am not an artist, so I wouldn't like to comment.
Okay.
What about you, Chuck? Do you think that is missing effects on
No, I
that
think it's
thrust?
good.
Okay. Convention 2018 Kirino is the next skin up.
Yeah, this one's
Ooh, it looks
badass.
badass, and that's that icon art rather looks great.
So
Yeah, I
someone
don't care
said
about
to me,
Kirino.
He's also part of the bundle.
Plain.
what is the recolor convention skin? And I said, it is nighttime color Kirino. 100%.
And everybody in the
No
room was
hesitation.
just like, "Yup, that's a great idea."
And
Nighttime.
his eyes glow, so they change color when he does the.
Yeah, with those color changing
Oh,
mechanics.
I
really
lied. What the
pop-
fuck?
Pop
Didn't
on
look
this
black
type of
in the
skin,
card
which
art.
is great.
I really like him just in black. Like I don't even know if you. Yeah, obviously he's going to change color because it's Kirino, but like I just like that.
Well,
That's
only
great.
parts of him.
He looks groovy.
Groovy. See, he's got some green.
The green accents.
Oh, nice.
Actually, a pretty cool
So
skin.
he looks a little bit like a druid.
Wait, are all of his colors
gonna
gonna
get some
change depending on his
life steals.
stance?
Now he's
Oh,
gonna do some
okay. Well, it's still a
damages.
cool skin, but I
I
like
still
it when he
don't know all
was
the colours
more
do.
black.
This is life
All
steal,
I-
damage,
green is
debuff,
Orphan's
slow.
weapon.
Life steal, damage, debuff, slow.
Green is heal,
In that order.
blue is slow.
Spring, summer, fall, winter.
The other two,
Damage.
Damage,
Of some
damage,
form.
debuff. Yeah,
Yes.
they're similar. Depends on your target. You can optimize, but
There you go.
blue.
There's a weakened Kirino skin.
winter kind of knows.
Now he's also part of the SWC bundle. Like we were talking about the loot pack, the digital loot pack that's worth 1,500 gems for you guys at home. You're gonna get four
skins.
different skins.
Four
Always put a word there. Huh?
different skins.
4 unique skins.
Four unique skins.
For your 4 favorite gods and goddesses.
That's a little look at the Kirino skin.
Oh, stop
Next
eating,
up
you fuck.
is the 420 special.
Oh yeah.
Super chill Bacchus skin.
It's about time we got to this one. The
That's
feature
icon
of the
to be
whole
available.
show.
The voice pack, though.
Look at this dude.
Did
Look
you-
how,
are
look
you-
how
are you the voice
chill
pack?
he is.
The voice pack is good.
The voice pack. I heard a couple of them today. I'm excited about the voice pack for this one.
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
And there's an announcer pack.
This is paired
A
with an
420
announcer pack.
announcer pack?
Bonus. These are Odyssey unlock bonuses.
So you're telling me
So wait, both of them?
Pretty sure.
I don't know.
both of them?
I don't know how it works.
Last I checked the patch notes. It's at
It
40.
doesn't say it on the patch
It's
notes.
at 420, 4,200
One's
Odyssey
a bonus
points.
item, one you buy.
Bro, he's
you
so
gotta buy one?
happy.
Yeah, they're not
Where's
bundled
the
together.
smoke coming
Oh, okay.
from?
It looks cold where Bacchus is now because there's all this like mist around him.
Yeah, that's what that is, Hindu.
What the
Why
fuck
does
is
it feel a
happening?
bit chilly?
This is tobacco use only, right?
Of course. He's just
What
a
else
musician.
would you use it for?
Yeah.
He's just a musician.
Did he just
He's just a
pour?
fan of
I'm so confused what's happening.
like botany.
He just doesn't like being heavy.
Botany and
He should
music.
actually be smoking
I like
out
the
of his
peace
fucking
symbol.
guitar.
Hold it.
He's
I think
super
I saw,
chill.
I think I saw a maple leaf.
Yes, that is what that was.
He's
I didn't know it was
Rainbow.
Canadian.
He's from
Is
Canada.
it,
Rainbow
is it Canadian?
maple leaves.
Canada.
Yeah, they're very well
That
known.
must have been
in
Amanda.
Canada.
Oh, look at those! Look at those
the
rainbow
The
trails.
rainbow trails
man.
are amazing.
Oh, the
That's
hits.
pretty cool.
I
Well,
love
that's
it.
actually a sick auto attack. What the fuck? Oh shit! They added color to his one.
Nice.
Whoa. What is Smite Diesel?
Oh, you'll find out.
Oh, only the esports team use that. You can.
Is that top shelf?
It is. It's
Yeah.
very expensive.
Yeah.
Events only.
Do the targeters even have some like subtle color change while you're aiming?
Did he
oh,
fart?
they do. They
Yeah.
do. Look at him.
Did he fart?
Man, I
No.
think he did. Oh, he
Did he?
coughed.
No, there was a fart.
No, man. Do the bounce again.
Yeah, he definitely farted.
Yep, that's what happened.
Is that a thing?
I mean, it is now.
That's in the game. That is fine art, Chuck. That's fine.
Is that happening every time, or is it
No,
random?
It's random. This is random.
Thank God.
I mean, to be fair, when you put pressure on a stomach like that, it does force gas
It's
out
only
somewhere.
it's just basic
It must
biology.
be all those Cheetos that he's.
Gotta get a better look at these colors.
What did he say?
Time to get funky.
Oh.
Have a nice trip.
Hey. Whoa. Where's he going, though?
And when bots get drunk, they never
Oh
undrunk.
shit!
He really is having a nice
They're
time.
fucking smoking.
That's it.
When I see you again.
And the
If
pass
any
was
players
over.
would do that, and you did that to them,
Bots
just
can't
disappear.
handle their liquor, man. Or their rainbow magic juice.
Rainbow magic juice is definitely what it is.
Oh, he's back.
Okay, he didn't have an explosion that time though, which was good.
Not every time. And then they get rainbows if they were stunned and belched on as well. Let's have a
I'm
look.
gonna be playing some Bacchus for
I think
sure.
it's time for the
Maybe
voice
tonight.
pack.
Hold it. Oh no, he's not live, is he?
Not yet, man.
No, man.
When's PTS? Do we know?
I don't know, man.
We don't know. When we get
I
round
mean,
to it, right?
It's voice back time.
I'm too baked for PTS.
Okay.
Woo! You're keeping the dream alive. Far out. Yeah, I get pretty wild. Hey, just chill, man. You're putting out some serious negative vibes.
Oh man, I'm gonna use that so much.
Can't we just, like, lay back and kick some tunes? Are you tripping, or is it just me?
What was
Got some of
that?
that Mystic
That was a
Corn
joke,
Pal,
I think.
Them Kukulkan Puffs, them Grover's Leftovers, some of Wukong's Dank Cloud 9, or that Papa Bacchus Big Bang.
It's like a 20-minute joke.
Grover's leftovers was my favorite.
Grover's leftovers. Gotta get.
We need to hang out with him. Whoever did this voice pack.
I think it was Tina.
Yeah.
No, not the writer.
The actor.
The actor.
Oh, the actor?
Just get to say the lines over and over again. Okay, that's it for the Bacchus skin. We've got 2 more skins to show you, both for Hebo, the Masteries, and the Tier 3 Pixel Rush Habois.
Please be a good
Is
skin.
also going to be available in this
Please
patch.
be a
It's
good
looking
skin.
This is a lot of
fantastic.
content.
This is a lot of content.
We got some spoilers to talk about too.
Oh yeah, we haven't even gotten to the biggest part of the show.
No.
I mean, it is 420,
This is
you know,
just-
like you've got to have a lot of spare content just in case. You never want to run out of munches. That's always an issue.
So,
try to stay
this
in the
kind of
stride
theme,
here.
we've explored this theme before, and we really got a great positive response.
Interesting.
So, off of the success of the previous skin, we decided that maybe we shall try again.
In the line of Pixel Buster Freya.
The effects are much superior too.
But he's got like
Look at that.
cubes and stuff, like real pixels.
Just relax your eyes and
Just let it happen.
let it happen.
Just watch the swirl. Just
Whoa. Sounds like a
What's that
digital
sound? Why is it an elephant?
That's what I was thinking.
And then he goes,
What is that?
It sounds like
I don't know.
Ganesh was forced
Do it
out
again.
of Hero's hands at fast speed.
it's kind of a musical. It's kind of a.
Baby elephant.
That's cool. Whoa.
It's trippy, man. Trippier than
Pretty cool,
Bacchus.
man.
River. For a speed boost. It's freaking me out.
Speed boost. Oh, I like that.
That's
I like that
cool.
noise.
Man,
It's all digital. It's so
it's
digital.
making me want a Hebo.
I know.
Oh shit. That's pretty cool.
That sounds like every Hebo I've ever seen in a game.
I got this.
And then they
And then they die.
Or they kill 5 people.
Yes.
Right.
Man, had to play against Chaos's Hebo in playtest the other day. That was rough.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he was shredding us.
Did he play with the skin?
You know, I don't remember. The skin might not have been ready yet.
I mean, Hebo, you open with the double spray and then you end with the double spray.
I think so because we always test the skins in the playtest. So.
Bro, how the fuck is
I mean,
Evo
on
not
top
OP?
of that, we've got the voice back as well. We should have a
Makes
listen
no
to
sense
that.
to me.
I know.
Yep.
God.
Oh man.
A little too bright for me.
Was
A
awesome.
little too bright, a little too loud.
You can thank me later.
Get deal with it.
Come at me, bro. Show me what you got. Winner stays, loser pays. You know,
Shave
the harder
your
you smash
cubes?
that button,
Bro, Kevin,
the stronger
why?
the attack. Your mama's so fat, when she's on the team, Nox's Shadow Step is global.
Wow. Whoa. That's you gotta know your Smite to get that joke.
You gotta know your Smite details there.
It's a solid joke.
Bad news is if we ever change Nox's Shadow Step, then that joke will be irrelevant.
Oh no.
Man. That's always the danger.
Put that at the top of the list.
Okay, Mastery Hebo skins up next. We're gonna have to move along
let's go faster.
Are we behind time?
You guys have been chilling out way too much.
Are they behind time?
Well, that's not good.
Okay, go to the next one.
Sure, see, Chris has had enough now. He's like, yep, give me the content. That's what it's about now.
We have some bigger things we gotta take some time on, though.
Right.
So let's go into
Show
game
me the new god and move on.
At any point with the Hebo Mastery skin.
Hurry up, Pawn.
Yeah, Pawn.
I don't think it's Pawn.
There's the golden blue.
Oh, he's got a creepy ass face.
And then we also have the golden
god
black.
of the Yellow River.
Ooh, the golden black looks good. I like the little water trail around the bottom too, just to separate, just to show it's actually water and not just a gold. A gold like.
Yeah.
Because we all know about golden water, am I right?
And the diamond version.
Oh, that's cool.
As well. Shiny.
That's
looks great.
Awesome.
So shiny.
All right.
Love it.
Let's move on.
Okay, moving on.
We got
swiftly. Next up. Everyone's asking about this freaking god that you guys have announced. Where is it?
What is it?
We haven't announced it.
We haven't announced.
Well, how does everyone know then?
Any information that's been gotten has been gotten through
illegal,
unsavory ways.
We don't believe in illegal things, though.
Yes, so watch out for that. But we are going to show the first information about Smite's next goddess.
Let's go. Show us.
Discordia.
Show us Discordia.
The goddess of chaos.
Oh, man.
So she will be launching in patch 421, not in this patch.
Okay.
She will be a Roman mage.
Okay.
We're not going to show any abilities. We're just going to take a look at her, marvel at her glory.
She looks
So it's an ISIS skin.
How dare you say such a thing? Whoa. She looks completely different. She doesn't have feathers sticking out her arms. She has like energy wings.
She's got an apple. She hungry?
She's a little bit like Isis,
right?
Apple.
I want an apple.
Yeah, so Discordia
like
is a goddess of chaos.
Sister.
She loves battle and just she wants things to be happening. She likes action. She likes fun, but she doesn't really care who wins or loses. You know, she just wants things to be interesting.
Well,
so she's going to be turning people against each other. She's going to be a little crazy, and she's going to be our next mage.
Okay. Settle down with the spoils.
I mean,
slow down.
that's not that much of a spoil.
Slow down.
More spoils,
Those
though.
are all lore thematic things to the goddess.
A reasonable amount of spoil.
If you liked the Dungeon Adventure series that we did, we're going to be doing a Dungeon to Adventure.
This is what I'm excited about.
We've got a teaser video for you guys at home.
Let's have
a
peek.
look.
I saw a walkthrough.
I thought Adventures were done.
Oh, it's like a whole massive map. That sounds amazing.
No,
that's going to be in 421.
Massive.
It's really
and
big.
it is huge.
That's in patch 421.
So
that's
the
also in
original
421.
dungeon
With
was
Discordia.
Yes, next patch is going to be off the chart.
The original dungeon was this big.
Yeah.
This dungeon is this big.
And the environments are amazing, and the
That's
monsters
like
and bosses. It's
this
like
big.
Whole bigger.
bigger though.
3 whole big.
Actually, actually bigger.
Okay. And then we've
But
got
not only that, the team just did a crazy, amazing job on the traps, the puzzles inside it.
It's really good.
don't give too much away.
I know.
Puzzles?
I don't want
Yeah,
to.
you wait until next patch show. Wait until next patch. It's
Okay.
going to be great.
2 more things real quick. Season 5 teaser is what I've heard. We've got some stuff about Season 5 already.
Going to get a little serious here for a moment. This is big thing coming up. So, I'm going to hold on. Season 5 Conquest update. This is coming in patch 5.1. It's going to be after HRX.
Okay.
First, we'll do a little recap. Season 4. You know,
Where's
we've had
the
this.
dramatic music?
We've had this bum bum bum. This map has been around since season 2. You know, we've had some slight changes to the lanes and jungle paths over the years. We've had a lot of gameplay changes. Yeah, we brought in the oracles and the portal demon, and we've moved the buffs around and changed a lot of balance values. We've made some art tweaks throughout the years.
But what we got?
But now, Season 5, you know, this is the future of Smite here. This is the real big change. This is something the team has been putting a ton of hours into all across the board. Art, design, programming, everyone to completely redesign the Season 5 Conquest map. So what you're going to see here is a first couple details about the map. First thing, map completely redesigned, so completely starting from scratch.
We can go in water?
The map, so that's just a symbolic version.
That's not a moat.
That's a good point to bring up, though, in case anyone's confused. That is not water. That is a symbolic size. So the map will be wider, roughly 20% wider.
Damn, boys.
Yes, we are making the map
Girth
wider.
is always good.
We know the way we've been playing this map for a long time. Players can rotate quickly,
all
and
the
we get to fights. We want players to have to make a little bit more decisions in that process, and they're going to spread some things out. There's going to be significant changes to the lanes, their shape, and the jungle paths. The way you route through the jungle are going to be very different.
So good.
Okay. Yes, every character on the map, so that's all of them, are going to be completely redone as new characters. The environment art is completely new. New areas, new look.
And everyone that experienced the transformation of Clash and the kind of look that we went for in
I'm
Clash.
Excited!
Season
5
nice,
map,
clean
finally a bigger map.
And we've been working
you can actually
to
jungle.
bring that magic to Season 5 Conquest.
So we'll be applying
and I'm
that
super excited about it.
to a Greek theme for this map. It's going to stay Greek. And there's also going to be lots of gameplay changes we're not going to really reveal yet. So let's go on to the final view of this map. So this is your first peek at the actual Season 5 map. So what you can see here are a couple things. First is we're going to have now perfect vertical symmetry between Order and Chaos sides.
Okay. Yep.
So previously in Season 4, you had certain rocks, like in the solo lane, you had a certain rock at your blue buff was not the same shape as the rock as the opponent's blue buff.
No, because it was on the opponent's purple buff side.
Right. So not anymore. Now it's perfectly mirrored. So you will have more balanced lane fights.
One of the things I said needed to happen.
You're also going to see here that we have shown the shapes of the lanes and their sizes on the map and their distance from each other. And you can see the entrances into the jungle. So we're purposely obscuring the rest of the jungle for now.
Okay.
But you can see kind of where the paths are
Same
and where
amount
the
of
walls are.
Oh, there's
along
one
the lanes
missing
and how you
entrance.
can go through the jungle.
Okay.
That
And you can also
middle,
see
the
the
middle
new
entrance
base
right
shape.
here is gone.
Again,
In
much
the middle.
wider. The phoenixes are more spread out. It's a little
On
harder
the-
to just
the
kind
lane.
of make that
between.
phoenix between phoenix movement,
Yeah.
especially
That's
when you're
interesting.
aggressing.
The dual lane doesn't have
So
3 entrances.
this is just the very beginning. We have so much to show here. This map is amazing. We've been working on it like crazy. Like this is the biggest thing we've done ever.
We did a lot of new tech to do the adventure stuff.
Sure.
And we're putting all the lessons learned in that into this map.
Awesome.
And it's going to hopefully perform better. It's going to look way better. It's
And it's
amazing.
going to play better.
That's so exciting.
And it's going to play better.
Okay, that's actually
I was not expecting
keep
Season
an
5
eye-
so
exciting
early.
to
That's
know
really
that
We
they've
wanted
changed
to
everything.
give something big this patch as we're getting towards our HRX and towards the end of the year. So we haven't said much about Season 5 yet.
Okay.
There
We
it
have
is.
now.
Still to come up. We'll be showing more things as we go forward, but there's a lot about this map still to be revealed. So this is just the beginning, and there's a long way to go, and it's going to be amazing.
Awesome. A lot of cool
gonna be awesome.
leaks already. That's all we've got here, though. But let's do a quick Q&A session for you guys at home, really quick. Some people sent in some questions. I believe MLC Steph was involved in. Will Cousin get to... Can you read that? Because I can't see it in these
What
boxes.
happened
Get a
to
gun in the future
the new god? Wasn't it supposed to be a fucking warrior or a guardian? And they announced the new mage that doesn't even come out in this patch. It comes out in the next patch. A little disappointing. Pretty cool to see the new map. Aside from that, the other changes, I want to see the new, what's it called? The new fucking Soul Eater is going to be a pretty big deal, I think. You're hyped for Soul Eater? I'm interested to see how that gets used. Cerberus' mind after Discordia? Yeah, that's AIDS. I want a god I can play. Alright, let's open up Smite Arena. See if I can't play some games. Starkey, why are you pinging me? Alright, let's jump on Smite, boys and girls. I'll play, see if Wraith is around. Yeah, right, jump on. What does the new Soul Eater do? So it's an evolution item where you get stacks, but it has power, lifesteal, and CDR on it. You get stacks from killing gods, creeps, or being around creeps dying, gods dying, basically anything dying. When you get to 100 stacks, your abilities then steal 10% lifesteal, which is kind of nutty. It could be. I don't know if it'll be as strong as it sounds. That's why I said I don't know the math behind that, but like, sounds good.